It's about to go down. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
J Black, Michael Shawn in the building. We got a flip. Yeah. All right, what's good, y'all? Boy. Let me get this applause popping. When I tell y'all, let me make sure that my mic is good.
My mic sounds nice. Check one. Miss Parker.
Let me make sure. Let me fucking make sure.
Make sure.
All right, shout out to everybody out there rocking with us.
TP.
Good morning. So many things to get to. J Black's in the building. J Black, how was your night last night?
Night was good. Ashley's up early saying what up to the good people.
You ain't had a back-to-back. You ain't had a back. You were load managing. If you were in the NBA, you'd be a load manager. Like, we have never seen pause. We have never seen you here back-to-back days.
Yeah, it's just been
we ain't seen you in weeks back-to-back days.
Sometimes
everybody clap it up for Jay back-to-back. What?
Sometimes, Mike, you have to take time for yourself and figure out life, figure out work, and then go from there. And I did all that. So now I got some free time and I'm here all week. I'm here all week, people. All week.
All week would be one more day. Okay. You're good.
No, last night was good. I got my shows in, my Jeopardy's Master. I've been all into that. Survivor was a really good episode for all my Survivor people. Yeah, that was it. That was did some recording for some other stuff. Yeah, yesterday was good. Productive Wednesday yesterday.
Oh, you did recording for other stuff. Ain't that about a bitch? Ain't that about a bitch? Can't be here every day, bud. I'm recording for other shit.
It's the gig, Mike. It's the gig.
My man. I ain't trying to put you in trial.
It's the gig.
I'm so looking forward to meeting everyone in August. Miss Clark is not playing. Miss Clark is August 10th. She's like, all right, motherfuckers, y'all put it out there. So
August the 10th.
Make it happen.
Make it happen, Craig. Where we at? Craig is locking the hotel down, locking the venue down.
Stop saying that, because I haven't talked to Craig yet. Stop saying that shit.
That's how you got. Sometimes you gotta put it out there. But that matter of fact, when I see him pop in the comments, I'm gonna say it's official, Craig. I know I can't wait. It's going to be dope. Yes, it's going to be fun. Everybody going to get together. Shelly, good morning. But yeah, it was productive. Everything was good. What you do yesterday? Anything? You went to work? Anything?
I lived my life and got pissed the fuck off. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all.
Good morning. Good morning, team.
In real life, and I know this might fuck up the whole show. This might mess everything up for us putting it on Facebook or YouTube or what? Fuck USHER.
What? USHER?
Fuck USHER. And once, let me tell you what they did yesterday.
Stacy.
They put up a whole thing on how basically not only were we muted, but there was some other level. You know why? Because we put the flyer up for the Lovers and Friends tour at the end, and that hey guys, I can't help it that you scammed a whole bunch of people into spending a bunch of money, and you had USHER go to a club that night to actually be like, yo, my bad that the Lover and Friends, and there was no weather situation. Y'all gonna mute us for that too, because we can prove that there was no weather situation the next day, and y'all claim that that's why y'all canceled the goddamn concert, because of all this weather thing and all this stuff. And then y'all mute, not because we played a song.
Wow.
Not
we got muted.
We said anything crazy, but because we happened to put the flyer
the
up.
Lineup. It was just the Lovers and Friends, just the lineup of who was performing on what stage. That's all we put up. And we got muted for an image. Okay,
like we made the lineup. Like we didn't pay the deposit.
Good morning, Craig.
Like we were the one who went out and told people our names weren't on the flyer. Michael Shawn wasn't on the flyer. I never said I was put on something.
So they put us in timeout because you put an image.
Y'all are all part of the matrix, full of shit. Y'all are. And that's probably because Universal Music, and I'm not sure about this, probably has something to do with this. So they're touchy now because Drake got the pedophile situation going on. And now Universal Music, which I said this way before Peter Rosenberg and all these genius hip hoppers, I said this battle wasn't worth it for anybody. But back to Usher. Back to y'all. This is the thing that kills me. All we did is inform y'all of a story that was already out. We ain't break nothing, Usher. That's why I'm glad I came at your neck on Jonesy at Hot 97. That's why when you were like, do you know me? I was like, well, I kind of do, bitch. That's why I'm so happy now that I was so disrespectful to you and your assistant on the damn radio Hot 97 years ago. I'm so happy because y'all bastards sit up here with the little show that could, that's just putting on a show Tuesday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And y'all get mad because we actually posted something that was honestly the truth. This was the lineup that y'all put out. This was what y'all put out. Usher, you fraud.
I'm assuming the warning came up under his name, and that's why you're going to Usher.
No, that's actually what activated it. They explained it because I actually had time.
You try to dispute it?
No, I didn't dispute it. I was like, well, what are more details? Oh, well, this. And then they showed the little clip and everything like that. Fuck you. That's why you went over Diddy's house when you was young. How about y'all blank that out? How about y'all blank that out too? That's untrue. That's untrue. That's untrue too. That you was over there. Y'all kill y'all. Oh my God. That's why I can't feel bad for y'all. I can't feel bad for the Drake. I can't feel bad for none of y'all. We ain't even say nothing disrespectful about it. All we do was go down.
It was a good lineup. Oh yeah, that was a good. Oh, that was a hard.
Like, oh, this would be good. How about you frauds took a bunch of people's money, and I guarantee you it's going to be damn near impossible. It's going to be damn near impossible for them to get their refunds back from them hotels and for all that stuff. And you show up at the club at 1:30 in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning talking about, hey, weather and shit. Let me get this straight. The weather tomorrow is going to be crazy, but we can sit at the club at 2 o'clock in the morning, and that's all good. You bitches.
Greg, so congratulations. Obviously, you got someone listening, they paying attention, and they, for them to flag. Because how would they know a picture was put up to flag that? It's not like his music detects.
But you know what the problem is? It's not even a compliment to us. It's a compliment of the monopoly they have on all these platforms where they have shit that just activates everything. So if we happen to put that up, it literally I said, I was at my job like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, why?
We ain't did nothing wrong yesterday.
Bitch ass. That's why you stole that shit from. Oh, never mind.
Oh, goodness.
I couldn't believe it.
You said an image, a picture of a flyer?
That we complimented the show? We actually said, oh, wow. I wanted to make jokes about it. I was like, tweet. But then I realized, oh, shit. Y'all got mega people. But can come to find out the shit didn't happen. So did you really have mega people, Mr. Usher? Did you really have everybody locked in, Mr. Usher? Or was everybody scared to say that, motherfucker, you ain't signed me? Was Alicia Keys scared to say, what the fuck is this? Did Swiss B say, do I got to smack the shit out this motherfucker? Like, did that happen? And, oh, my God, man, listen. It put me.
That irritated you. So we got to reset. You got to start over. We got to let that go. I know you got a lot of content.
You fraud.
You got to keep it moving. We got to be positive.
Fraud.
It's a productive Thursday. Somebody didn't wake up this morning, so we got to be happy. We got to be happy.
Yes. Yeah. And when you were promoting that whack ass cologne, and and we were on with Jonesy in the morning. You were promoting that whack ass cologne. Didn't nobody want to hear about that whack ass cologne, and you wanted to talk about it because back in them days you could try and strong on people into talking about shit they didn't want to talk about. Nobody cared about your whack ass cologne. What they cared about is your failed marriage that was going on with Tamika, and you actually had a wedding that you canceled, and then you wanted nobody to talk about it. Well, bitch, you can't do that no more. You can't do it no more. So run and hide, because you're
we're gonna reset.
Fuck Usher.
Usher, baby.
Fuck him. Trying to talk tough. Do you know me? Bitch, if I saw you, I know people who know you. You act like I'm scared of your bitch ass.
Ms. Do Parker, you know me? Gotta keep it moving, Ms. Parker.
Like if I saw you, I'd be like, oh no. If I saw Suge Knight, I'd be like, oh. If I the other rappers, I'd be like, oh, you motherfucker. I'm not. I'm like, okay, cool. And what? Well, we gonna have a dance off, bitch? That's what we gonna do? Yes, I'm blaming you. Yes, I'm blaming you. You probably ain't got nothing. You probably ain't got shit.
My bad.
Jay Black he done cloned himself.
I try to put a comment in the section for Lady Q for the vote thing, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm technology. I see, Mike, you're really good with technology, but let's reset. Let's keep it moving.
I done that yesterday. Why didn't you do that yesterday when I
I know. I just thought about it. Lady Q, put it in a comment so I can have that. But all right.
What the hell is this that's still here? What is this? Oh, that's all right. So we got a bunch of stuff. They just fired me up. We just trying to make something happen. We just trying to make something happen. All we trying to do is have a damn meet and greet August 10th. That's all we trying to do.
August 10th. Come on, Craig. Let's lock it down.
We didn't even come for your neck. I've been so ahead of the game doing this show, and I'm mad because you know what? I'm going to blame it on myself because I haven't put everything that I've been ahead of the game. I told y'all about this battle with Kendrick and Drake. I told y'all this was going to be bad.
You did.
I sat up here and I told y'all.
You did.
I warned y'all about this election that's about to come up. I warned y'all what's about to happen.
Fuck Thursday. That's
Thursday, goddamn it. So tired of trying to be Mr. Oh, I'm not gonna talk slick on stage. I'm just gonna do my jokes. Don't fuck y'all. Everybody can catch it.
Oh.
Y'all have no idea how slick, how slick my mouth really is.
That's what we doing today.
Y'all have no idea how slick my mouth really is. There are people in my life that don't know how slick my mouth really is. I will cut you the fuck up lyrically and just bounce the fuck out and have you in your feelings, sitting in your bedroom with a candle, doing some meditation. That's how lethal I really can get with this. And I keep trying to be like, nah, just be the funny Mike. Just be the funny Mike.
People like funny. Relax. I mean, we like people to share their thoughts, but I don't know. We gotta be a thug. I guess once in a while is okay.
Ain't no thug. If everybody claims they build on social media and everybody talking slick, and I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna chill. I'm not gonna call this person a fraud. I'm not gonna call this person a fraud who's been a fraud. Who I saw you talk shit about somebody. I'm gonna fall back. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna expose nobody. No, listen. I'll just be funny and try and have a little show. Oh, y'all got me.
Queen boy, so you
silence in the name of Jesus. Motherfucker said silence in the name of universal music. I fucked up the whole show right there.
Yeah, you did. You probably did. Oh, you talked about lovers and friends again. You ain't learned your lesson. You're a repeat offender.
Do you know how hard it is to literally every single day tell myself, don't say nothing? No, just keep going. Just get in your car. No. Just hang up the phone. No. Mike. It's not worth it, Mike. No, just chill. Just let all these fake ass slick talking motherfuckers say what they gotta say. Let them talk. No. Y'all are built. I don't know what I would have said back to that. I don't know. I have no idea. You know what? You're overwhelming. Sorry. My bad. I don't want any problems. The easiest shit is to talk this shit.
But people are after COVID, people are more on edge, though. I have noticed that, and if we paid attention since COVID, people are snapping more, and as well as anxiety.
And they're whack when they snap, and when they snap, they talk on there and they get all into it. I'm literally like, that was corny. Oh, that lacked any information or details. Y'all keep liking these people who don't say shit, who don't say a damn thing. Y'all keep liking people just for mouthing off. Like y'all at a family reunion. Y'all just, oh, wow, so, wow, they did that. They didn't do that. They say shit that has nothing to do with anything. They just talking. Oh, my God. Oh, I feel like getting on my Instagram Live every day and just doing what these motherfuckers do. They say nothing. I see people on here saying absolutely nothing, looking horrible. They have no information. They have no angles. They have no actual valid thing that they live by. They just run their fucking mouths. That's
because
people
want to believe them. Like if someone says something and it sounds believable, like, no, it sounds believable, so they run with it. So people, they just go with it. Good morning,
LaShawn. Y'all a bunch of social media hoes. That's what y'all are. A bunch of social media hoes that sit up there because y'all never got attention. Y'all never been this shit in real life. And this social media platform gave you a reason that, oh, I can get attention. Bitch, you never got attention before. Yeah. You was watching me and people like me get attention. One dealer called me and said they have had 10 complaints about me in the past 2 months. He then says, I know my customers are assholes, and I responded, they are, and I matched their energy.
Craig about matching energy. He about that Thug Thursday. All right.
And I don't even, like, it's just so irritating that, you know what? No more. Whatever the fuck I got to say, we go from here.
Really? I know this is a safe space. We share, we all rock out, and you like, that's real. That's the new mantra. That's what we do.
The new mantra is I'm tired of these motherfuckers rehashing shit that I should have just said. So fuck it. From here on out, this is the safe space. Just gonna say it. Just gonna say it. I told y'all Drake should have shut the fuck up. I told y'all Drake should have said nothing to Kendrick. Why? Because Drake, number one, is not a better rapper than Kendrick. Drake has a bunch of fucking ghostwriters. How the hell do you get in a battle when you have ghostwriters? You don't write for yourself, dog. All you are is a fabrication of the system. You got producers that give you the dopest beats, and you got ghostwriters that write for you. Bitch, you're not supposed to ever be in a battle. You wouldn't even be around 15 years ago. You ain't nothing but the light-skinned dude from fucking Canada who was riding off of Lil Wayne, and Lil Wayne told your ass in an interview, don't change, just be yourself. But you couldn't help it because you watched the hood motherfuckers around you living a real life. They was living a real life. Lil Wayne and them motherfuckers, for whatever you want to say, whatever the Birdman thing you want to do, you weren't built like that. You weren't built like that. And you can't rap. Point blank, period. All you Drake fans, shut the fuck up because he can't rap, because you know for a fact that you don't even know if he's writing this shit. Kendrick killed him because Kendrick's a real dude from Compton who really came up in his hip-hop shit. You write good. You don't write good songs. You know what you are? You identify as a rapper. You're like a transgender woman. You identify as a rapper.
Yo.
You don't know what it's like to be a rapper. You don't know what it's like to be Rakim, KRS-One, Jay-Z, Biggie. You don't know what it's like. So stop playing with us.
Not to identify.
Get your ass out this game and go make some songs, and go when they put the fucking beat on and they say, hey, the beat's on. Here's what you need to say. Do you need to practice this, Drake? Do you need to practice? I'm tired of people letting these motherfuckers in here and try and give it. You want to make a pop song? Make a goddamn pop song. But you're not an MC. You're not a rapper. You're not part of hip hop. You're just a puppet that identifies as being a rapper. Leave me alone with it. Well, other people collaborate, yes, for songs. But you're gonna tell me he gotta go to his room of ghostwriters in a battle? That's like somebody dunking in a dunk contest for you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in this dunk contest. Can you dunk the ball for me? Oh sure, go ahead. You dunk the ball. Hey, that was so and so. No, it wasn't. It wasn't him. It wasn't him. He's a fake. He's a fake. And I'm glad J. Cole bounced out. I'm glad J. Cole was like, nah, I'm good with this. Y'all go handle this fate. Or if he would have said that, that would have been lovely. But he did the right thing. He did the right thing.
All right, reset, Mike, reset. I know you sharing your thoughts. You getting it off your chest. You venting. You letting you speaking your mind. Mike is no longer gonna speak his mind. What you got? Let's see where we going. Where we going, Mike? Got to recenter him. He got to focus. He got Mike. He identifies. All right.
He identifies with being a goddamn rapper.
God.
Shit. All right, here's some clips. Y'all. Here's some clips.
Let's see.
Look at this
Take
motherfucker. Here I'm done, Joe Rogan. Okay, let's see what this is right here. Let me just see what this is right here.
I don't know that I was ever really in love with the man. Made me want to cry.
Yeah.
But I was in love with the idea of being married to the man I had a family with. I was in love with the idea of building a life together.
Absolutely. I was in love with the partnership that I never got. I didn't experience partnership in a relationship until now. But, you know, Shaquille and I have a great relationship now.
And beautiful children.
And beautiful children. I would not change any part of my story, not one part of my story, no matter how depressed, how sad, how much of at the bottom I felt. I would not change one part of it because I feel like my reward is now. Like I am, you know.
Looking back, I don't know that I was ever.
God, I want to watch myself right now, boy. God, I want to watch myself right now. Everybody should be able to speak their truth, Jay. Everybody. Shaquille O'Neal has said 100 times, I was the worst husband ever. I was the worst. God bless. Kept saying, I'm the worst. He even said in a tweet to reply to that, he said, I understand why you would paraphrasing. I get it. Basically, he said, I get it. I wasn't a good person. I understand why you don't think you're in love. I get it. How much money do you have to have? This goes to Tom Brady too. Before you go like, you know what? We've settled this, but for some reason, I guess, Shawnee, you got to sell more books. When is enough enough? I don't know your financial situation, but I think you're pretty good. But this is the angle. Like, can y'all please stop talking about how much y'all care about your kids and how much kids are so important? And we're just going to throw dad under the bus. He has said he deserves this. He says he said he was the worst.
Oh, he a pastor.
He's the pastor that shushed in the name of Jesus.
Not that pastor.
He's the pastor that shushed in the name of Jesus.
I was trying to see what her new husband looked like because the way she just ished on Shaq, that was horrible. But go ahead.
Y'all want to play today? Y'all want to play, Shawnee? You want to play? You think he ain't got groupies? You think he ain't got groupies? You in the same situation again. You in the same. You think he ain't got groupies? Stacey, bitch, I don't give a fuck who he living with.
Shaq got a little 23-year-old.
I don't care who he living with. I don't care who he with. So, do you understand you're in the same situation again? You don't want no regular guy. You don't want no regular guy. You don't want a regular guy. You think the pastor ain't getting off that stage and having to fight off the groupies over there too at the church? God damn, why can't y'all? I understand if you need a check. I get it if you need a check. I understand if you need a check, but I know you don't need a check. So why do we have to keep doing this? And the kids got to keep watching this. And I don't care if you sit down and talk to them. Well, you know what this is about. Jesus. Just go right out into the sunset. He said he was wrong. I've never seen a man in public who's been that that much in the camera, just say, I was wrong. I was a horrible person. It was all me. It was all me. That's what SHAQ said. SHAQ didn't even fight back. He said, it was all me. I screwed this up. Just because he was a bad husband doesn't equate to not being in love. She wanted her public kickback. Yeah, I don't know if I was in love. I don't know if I was ever in love. Cool. If that's your realization, cool. What else what do you people want? How much attention can y'all get?
Well, if she's promoting the book, I can see why she tried to throw shade at SHAQ, and then had to get people kicked up. They want to go buy her book and blah, 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 blah. I guess it's all a ploy, Mike. She's using us. She's using us.
You don't. That's what I'm saying. They're using all of us. So then but this is my thing. When y'all want to pull the heartstrings and y'all want us to feel bad for you, when y'all want to pull the heartstrings, we don't care because we know this is just a ploy. We know you had a meeting on how to promote this book. We know there were people at the table saying, we're going to do this. We got to bring this up. We got to bring this. And whoever your ghostwriter was, who was writing the book for you, you decided, because everybody wants to successfully make money and successfully be in the spotlight. Everybody.
She got me side-eyeing her like Jada, LaShawn said.
Everybody wants to spin. Everybody wants that celebrity status. What is the point if the man already said it was no, but I want to tell you how it was his bad. I don't even know if I was ever in love with him. I'm in love. I'm in love with the pastor now who in the name of Jesus to the bitch in the back. But he better. But he better, right? He better.
To say how long they were married for a long time, to say you don't know you was really in love with him, but you were in love with the thought of being with the family, that has to hurt. That has to hurt.
But that's if that's what you feel, that's fine. But what is the point of the book? I just want to tell my truth. No, you want to get a check cut. Y'all gotta stop confusing this. I gotta tell my truth to I need a check cut. Because it wasn't nobody cutting a check for your truth. You would have kept this shit to yourself, to your therapist, and just chilled and kept it moving. And I'm sure, and go ahead, YouTube and Facebook, I'm sure the reason why SHAQ is being so, it was all my fault. It was all my fault. You know what? You want to know why? Because she knows everything. So she has all the fucking leverage. And that's why SHAQ has to go. Dog, it was all my fault. 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 Because she knows where all the bodies are buried. She knows everything. That's the truth of the matter. From Michael Shawn's point of view, I ain't got no facts. All I know is when people got some shit over you, what they do is they like, motherfucker, I wish you would say something disrespectful.
Yeah, SHAQ I've never heard him say anything slick, foul, shady about Shawnee. Like it's always love. Even when he was dating Hoops, remember Hoops? Like no matter what stage of his life, he's always showed Shawnee love. But yet she's out here talking about, I don't know if I ever really loved him. What?
Yeah, and you can say anything you want because SHAQ can't say, and SHAQ, keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut, SHAQ.
She was in love with SHAQ's paper and the lifestyle. Okay, Craig.
I don't even know if that was it. I don't know, but I know she said, I don't even know if I was ever in love. Cool. So y'all had all the kids, y'all did whatever. That's fine. SHAQ can't say shit because you got receipts. That's why you can put the book out with your pastor and the pastor don't get fucked up by SHAQ. That's why the pastor's safe, because the pastor knows you got the receipts. So SHAQ can't really run up on dude. And he's like, all right, cool. I got it. Hey, all right. Dude, it's all good. It's all. I know you're digging out my ex-wife, and I know y'all doing the same falsehood. Y'all living the same life that you were living with SHAQ, but you're just living it with the church in God's name.
Good morning, Rashida.
In God's name. SHAQ has always said he was a shitty husband. She's a whole different person than she was with him. Lady Q, how do you know? How do you know?
You be reading the blogs. Like No, to say you wasn't.
Now,
That's fine.
Lady Q, she's such a different person. She's with another celebrity. She's just with somebody who's not pimping the NBA game. She's with somebody pimping the church. That's all. There's still stories about him coming out. She has the right to speak publicly about it. Okay, but understand she's speaking publicly about it because she wants to be a celebrity and she wants to get a check cut and she don't give a fuck about how the kids feel. So when y'all tell me Gary Owen don't give a fuck about how the kids feel, how about she don't give a fuck about how the kids feel either? Because she's going out there and putting this shit public and the kids are the ones that got to read this shit about their dad. So let me tell y'all moms about, oh, I'm a mom. I got to do this. I'm a mom. I got to do that. Oh, I thought y'all was worried about the kids. I thought it was about the kids.
And they kids
Jack ain't said one disrespectful thing in public about her.
Ever.
Miss me with that. Miss me with that.
Let me see what Shaq's new girlfriend look like anyway. Okay.
He ain't learned his lesson neither. He ain't learned his lesson neither.
She got a little Natalie Nunn vibe in the face a little bit, but a little Kamala.
He ain't learned his lesson neither. But why are you even speaking on Shaq? You moved on. You remarried. Move on. LaShawn, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it could be because of the check. And maybe it could be because there's no reason to fear anything because you know everything about Shaq.
She wasn't disrespectful. Mike, did you play the clip? Maybe Lady Q missed the clip. Maybe LaShawn, maybe somebody missed the clip, Mike. Shawnee wasn't disrespectful?
I don't know that I was ever really in love with the man. Made me want to cry.
Yeah.
But I was in love with the idea of being married to the man I had a family with. I was in love with the idea of building a life.
Wait. Before you had the family, what were you in love with? Before the pregnancy, what were you in love with? You're talking about I was in love with having the family. Before that, then what were you in love with before that? Was it because you knew he was going to be an iconic basketball player? What were you in love with then? How did you get there? Isn't disrespectful? Isn't this? You want to tell everybody in front of your kids, I don't know if I ever loved your dad.
And here are the ages. They got a 27-year-old, a 24-year-old, a 22-year-old, a 21-year-old, an 18-year-old. They all on the internet. They all seeing this. They all like, dag, mom. Like,
let's blast dad. We don't even know what. Let's just blast dad for a check that you don't need.
Yo. It wasn't needed.
Shaq can't say nothing because she knows everything. She can put everything out. So Shaq just has to sit there as she sit next to the motherfucking Jodeci of the pastors before the drugs. As she got to deal with the Tay Diggs of the Bible sitting up in here. Stacey Mitchell says she loved that eggplant. She needs to stop lying. All them kids are proof. Yeah, stop playing. And Shaq has said he was the worst. He was the worst husband. He was the worst father at the time. He has said it. So I don't understand what is the point of jumping on the bandwagon just to collect more money. And trust. If she didn't have a whole bunch of receipts, Pastor wouldn't be so comfortable in his shoes right now. But ain't nothing Shaq can do except go, I was wrong. Because I got this deal, I got corporations, I got endorsements that I'm doing, and I don't need none of my shit to ever come out on what she knows. I can't afford that because all these corporations will jump off the ship fast as you could say, I didn't love them. That's what it is. So he just got to sit there and eat crow and be like, yeah, all right.
Oh, and he was paying her. So Shaq was paying her alimony and support. Like, I guess she wants more, Mike. She want to sell this book. She want more. She want her own. I guess she want to generate her own revenue. So it ain't like, oh, this came from Shaq.
And I'm not saying Shaq wasn't shit. I'm just telling you, Shaq said he wasn't shit. So I don't understand. When are you comfortable enough to just go live your life, or does the spotlight, the celebrity spotlight, dog, the reality show shit that you done made a whole bunch of money off? What the fuck?
Shawn said between all them pregnancies and I don't know what that other one is.
Gestation
I
period.
guess that's
You
their
weren't
money.
even.
You were never in love. Like you had all them kids. You were not sure if you were ever in love with the man.
It's a good story. It's a good story. It sounds good for the woman empowerment. I don't even know if I was ever in love. How about this? Today is Thursday, May 9th, 2024. May 9th, 2024. Let's see how long this situation goes off with the rock star pastor. Let's just say, everybody put this in your notes. May 9th, Thursday, May 9th, 2024. Let's just see how long this shit works before she finds out that he's the same situation, just on a lower level. And let's not forget, Shawnee, the accusations that other people have made about you and dudes that have said on podcasts and said they may not be true. They may not be true.
She had a cannabis business. Okay.
You understand there's another check. SHAQ was a check. Pastor's a check. She's hoping this book would be a check. Everything's a check. It don't matter. Everything's a check. It don't matter what I got to expose. It's a check. She's showing SHAQ how to shoot some foul shots in the name of Jesus.
Kids are not proof of love. Oh, I guess because LaShawn was saying, hey, she had all them kids with them all them years. She was ever in love. Like that's a lot to go through.
Y'all ovaries will defend y'all ovaries no matter what. Y'all don't care. If I said the same thing about a dude who had 5 kids, I'm like, you ain't never loved her. Y'all be like, he had to love her. I mean, they woke up in the morning. Okay, fine. So let's just say she didn't love him. What is the point of putting this out now if it's not for a check? Let's say y'all 100% right. What's the point? What's the point when the man said he was wrong? What's the point when the man said he was the worst father? He was the worst husband. He was wrong. What's the point? Somebody in the comments, explain me what's the point.
Oh, they be married. It'll be 2 years this May. So the 28th. She got married to the pastor in 2022, May 28th. So they going on 2 years, Mike. That's pretty. Is that solid?
Fucking solid. If I start getting these videos from the podcast of people saying what they was running up on her before she got married, allegedly. I watched them, allegedly.
Is it for a check? So what?
Now it's so what? Who fuck the kids? So what? You get a check. Fuck the kids.
My kids and what they got to go through.
Fuck the kids. Actually, that says a lot about her character being she had all them kids for a man she didn't love.
Well, she said she wasn't
How
sure.
does that show anything about her character other than you living a good life and you don't feel like messing it up? Sounds like mentally on love and marriage, Huntsville, and she never had an orgasm with her ex-husband. They have 4 kids and been married for years.
Yeah. She said she's never had an orgasm, but they've been married and had a bunch of kids.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
All right, we got to keep it. We got to keep it because I got to get out here at 8:30 for real. Let's get on to this other dude.
Someone to pay me for a story, I'll take it. Say for laughing. Money makes the world go round. All right, go ahead. What you got?
Yeah, money makes the world go. Remember that statement. Remember that statement. This ain't got nothing to do with love. It got all the. All right, so there's this dude. He's a teacher.
Okay.
And he had his feet. The girls in the class undo his braids. They undid his braids in the class. They all came together and I think her perception on what love is may have changed. She could own that by herself. The world doesn't need to hear about it. Thank you, Lisa. You're right. Society has shown us kids don't equate to love. But my point was saying she stayed all them years. Yeah, it don't equate to love, but what's your love for the kids and not have to actually have them sit there and watch their father be destroyed? But that's cool when the father's destroyed. That's cool when the dad gets shitted on. That's all good. That the dad being dragged is okay.
Oh yeah, imagine Shaq said it. I don't know if I
Oh,
ever really
imagine
loved
that.
Shaq.
Oh, y'all heads would have exploded. Y'all heads would have all exploded if Shaq would have said the same thing about her. Oh, but y'all want equality. We're equal. No, we're not. What was his love for his kids when he was cheating on their mama? He admitted it. He went in front of the camera and said, I was wrong. He said, I was wrong. He said she didn't deserve that. That's what he said. He actually went in front of the camera and admitted and took responsibility for everything that happened. He said one negative thing about his ex-wife. He said everything he did was wrong. He was dumb. He was ridiculous. He was a bad dad. He was a bad husband. What else do y'all want somebody to say? What else? Yes. He doesn't erase anything. But then your mom decides that she's going to drag this out and write a book. How do y'all excuse this? How do y'all take some type of oath as ovaries that y'all, when they actually are planted in you in God before you are actually in the womb, you say, no matter what we do, we will never say we're wrong. No matter what, we hold hands, ovaries, hold hands. No matter what we do, no matter how disrespectful, no matter how money grubbing and money greedy it is, we will defend each other. Okay, you ready? Okay, and also, please don't fuck my man. And
Man, she done turned.
right. Where was the love?
She done turned with Shawn. Good morning, Jeanette. All right, you was switching. You was talking about a teacher or something. All right, break it down. What's going on?
This teacher actually had his students undo his braids in the classroom.
The male teacher had his female students.
And he's wondering why people got an attitude with the shit. He's wondering why people got an attitude because this what. But I'm gonna let y'all see how he explains it, and then y'all see the actual examples of what was going on. So this is his explanation after he's being attacked for letting young ladies in his classroom. He's not teaching; he's just letting them undo his braids. So here we go.
Are clearing some people. Start off with this gentleman right here. You're letting your daughters play in a grown man's head. God forbid I had kids, but if I had a daughter with a teacher like myself, with a good heart, good spirit, sound mind, no, I would not mind if they took his hair out. That's what little girls like to do. They like to do hair and do nails and makeup. I have 5 little sisters. You bet your I done had a wig on my head before. Science teacher, one thing that I teach my students about is symbiosis. Symbiosis deals with the relationships between organisms. The type of person to believe that building authentic relationships with students is paramount in being an effective teacher. I make sure my students know and can feel that we were doing STEM fair presentations. Since it was Friday and all of my students did an excellent job.
If I had some tea in my cup, I'd sip it.
It's so funny.
Wow.
There wasn't one dude, so he got the females to undo his braids.
STEM research.
Because they passed their STEM test or whatever they did. My dude.
What's your true thoughts, Mike? You speaking your mind. You can't hold back.
Your job is to teach my child, who happens to be a daughter in this situation, teach my daughter, right? Mm-hmm. And have a respectful relationship. She is not to take your fucking braids out, my dude. That's what you pay somebody to do. You go and you pay somebody to do. The problem is y'all don't know how the fuck to put a line where I am the teacher and you are the students, and I am here to speak and have a dialogue with you. But this shit,
start clearing some people. Start with this gentleman right here. You let
this shit right
good
here.
spirit.
This shit right
here.
Do.
They
Hold up. Let me get
before
you.
science teacher, one
This
thing
shit
I
right
teach
here,
my
my
students
dude.
about is symbiosis.
I
Symbiosis
don't
deals
care
with the
about the
relationships between
symbiosis. I don't care
organisms.
about
The type of person who
what
believes that building
philosophy you got
authentic
going on. This
relationships
shit
with
right
students
here,
is paramount.
that shit
Oh,
right there is going to get you fucked up.
I think that Shawn said, was it a cosmetology class? And then Shawn said, oh, what? Oh, was he having? I guess that it changes things.
If he's in a chair,
Teacher. I make sure my students know and can feel that we were doing STEM fair presentations. Since it was Friday and all of my students did an excellent job.
students taking braids out of teachers, that would be no.
Oh, I missed Asha's earlier comment. Mike with the SHAQ thing. I see it popped up there.
They watched their own father destroy the family by his own admission of being a horrible father and husband. Just because you take responsibility as you should does not prevent a person from speaking their own experience. For a check. Can you put in parentheses for a check? Can you put that shit in? He was laying up with a 21-year-old. Is he in love with her? He is using his money for what he wants. The same thing. His kids/grown people saw his behavior the entire time, and it also played out on social media. I'm just saying. I guess I understand it, but if nobody needs a check, why do we keep going with it? But I got it. She's with the pastor now. I'm sure everything is better now.
Back to the braids.
Was there a lesson behind this? I have no idea, but this is my thing is boundaries. Boundaries. Thank you, Ms. Clark. Oh, well, maybe that was sarcasm, but it's not sarcasm coming from me. I am your teacher. We can speak. We can have a dialogue. We can have a great relationship. I'm not having a bunch of little girls who I think might have a crush on me. Taking the hair, taking my braids out, and fighting over who's the most important person for Mr. So-and-so. Because you know one of them little girls got a crush on him.
Mm-hmm.
Stop playing with me today. Stop playing with me. You know one of them little girls got a crush on him. That's why you put a barrier and you go, hey, here for you guys. Anybody got a problem? Raise your hand. If something's going on in your life that you need me to get you resources, you're not touching my hair and taking my hair out. I don't care what the philosophy is. I don't care what the philosophy is that you got. In my class, I like to teach people, and it's the connection that we have. Bitch, you ain't having no connection with my daughter. That's not what your connection is. That you're gonna teach her. That you're gonna teach, and there's not one dude in this video, which is odd to me. You ain't even got the gay kids in your video. The gay kids can't even take your hair out. You gonna tell me there's not one gay kid?
Oh God.
Not one?
Start clearing some people. Start off with this gentleman right here. You're letting your daughters play in a grown man's head. God forbid I had kids, but if I had a daughter with a teacher like myself with a good heart.
God forbid, because if you had a daughter, you'd be pissed.
Good spirit, sound mind. No.
That's your judgment of your fucking self. That's your judgment of yourself.
I would not mind if they took his hair out. That's what little girls like.
You are in a fucking classroom and you're literally trying to justify taking your hair out in a classroom, dog. He got to be like 24 trying to pass this shit off. You're in a classroom. So if you're in a classroom, could they give you tattoos, bitch? Could they do that in a classroom? What does this have to do with the academics? What does this have to do with teaching anything?
They like to do hair and do nails and makeup.
So what they gonna do with you? So now the teacher, oh, you guys like to do that? Oh, well, you know what? You can do it on me. Hey, you guys like to do that? You can do it on me. They like to do makeup and all this other stuff. So, hey, I'm the teacher for you to do.
I have 5 little sisters.
I got 3 daughters and a sister. And what? And what? And what? Once again, you repeated, I don't, God forbid I had any kids. You don't have any kids, so you're not in this space. You ain't in this space.
Bet your I done had a wig on my head before. Science teacher, one thing that I teach my students about is symbiosis. Symbiosis deals with the relationships between organisms. The type of person to believe that building authentic relationships with students is paramount in being an effective.
So where the boys at?
Oh, I see Shaq responded too. Funny. I know we were just talking about Shaq
Where the boys
TMZ.
at then?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Where the boys at then?
My comment
Where the boys at in your hair? In your hair then? My comment about the cosmetology was sarcastic. I'm totally against having these young girls play in his hair. Look, I'm not playing with y'all no more. I'm not doing this whole thing anymore. How about you teach the class? You have a basic general relationship. You tell the kids, hey, I'm here for you. I can lead you to something. But this shit that you're gonna have the girls taking your braids out during class, we're not doing this. The lines between teachers and students have already been blurred enough. I've been to schools in Dallas where I've seen these teachers act as if they're part of the student body for real. Y'all want to do the dances. Y'all want to talk like the kids. Y'all want to be around the kids and act like you that cool kid in the class now. You the teacher. I don't mind you having conversations. He had a hair appointment after school. Exactly, Jeanette. All y'all got me fucked up today. Oh, y'all certainly had me fucked up today.
Just to pay off your Shaq thing, Mike. Shaq responded to Shawnee saying that she don't think she was in love with him. We're not sure. TMZ just posted. So Shaq,
I understand. I wouldn't have been in love with me either. Wishing you all the best. All love, Shaq.
So there you go. He responded, people. Once again, nothing negative. That's still what Shaq do.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the building, give it up for Envy McKee. Envy McKee is
Envy McKee.
Envy's back. Envy's back. Hey, girl, how you doing?
I'm listening to you.
Yeah,
The rants.
I'm on everybody.
Are you having a good day? Do you need a hug?
Everybody. Fuck Usher. Fuck the teacher. Fuck and Shawnee and stop.
What I heard you get caught up on with Shawnee was the check. That's what I heard. Hey, Rashida, that's what I heard. And what's interesting is if SHAQ was writing all these books, would you have that same energy?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely would have the whole thing. How much money? Like Tom Brady got $25 million so that they could do a roast on his ass and expose the fact and make jokes about his wife having sex with other people and you having sex with other people so your kids who are grown can see it. How much money do you have to have before you stop being part of this nonsense?
I see what you're saying. But you also, like, this is something that I've been grappling with for a while, and we could get deep or we don't have to. It is up to you.
Hold on, can we clap for grappling? Because we don't use those. Thank you.
Bringing these degrees on this show.
Thank you, Envy. Thank you.
Yeah,
Envy, we need you. Because the best I got is you got me fucked up.
She said grappling.
She said grappling. I've been grappling.
No, that's not even a big word, but it's good. It was so. I love Envy. Go ahead, Envy. Go get it.
I've been grappling with the way that you have to be in the system where everything you need to persistently be making money in order for you to be considered successful. And if you think about it, like that's the nature of the beast. Like, for example, there was some debate between Omarosa. I don't know how long ago this was. Omarosa was on Bethany or something. And Omarosa was like, sis can be, and she's talking about Bethany. She's on Bethany's show, and Bethany's given her all of this, that energy Bethany had. And Omarosa was like, I used to work at the White House. Like, who are you? And Bethany was like, no, who are you? You are nobody. And they're going back and forth. And then what Omarosa ended up saying was, see, that's the difference between you and me. I have to be excellent, and you get to be mediocre. And, you get all of the accolades, but I have to be excellent just to get a part of what you have. And so some lady in the comments section was like, yeah, well, that's why Bethany made $80 million and and Omarosa is barely worth 3.
Mm.
You know, and I'm rolling my eyes at that because first of all, $3 million is not nothing. And second of all, I don't care about either of their careers. But if you look at what we think that's important in this society, as far as what is considered excellence, I don't know that either of them come up to that one. You know what I mean?
No,
But
I totally get. What was Jesus's hourly wage? Can
nothing.
somebody tell me what he made hourly? Like I just when he walked on water, did he get a check?
Yeah,
Like
but Mike, as you go through this existential crisis,
hmm?
you're gonna have to allow people to live the lives that they're living.
As long as you allow me, and YouTube ain't allowing me, so I'm not allowing anybody else. So everybody's getting judged for. You just missed it. We got shut down on YouTube because we put up the flyer for the Lovers and Friends concert that never happened because they scammed everybody out of money. And they said once we put Envy, we ain't saying nothing back.
It was just a flyer with the lineup.
We just
with who
put
was
the
performing.
flyer on it.
Was it?
That's
Just a
all
flyer.
we did.
That's it.
So yeah, I'm being super.
What's the okay? Hey
I'm being-
Perry, what
I'm
is the
being-
Lovers and Friends?
Oh, it was a big concert that was going on in Vegas. That it had everybody from Mary J. Blige to Alicia Keys to Tweet. No disrespect to Tweet.
That
but
was it was an old school concert.
yeah. It was everybody was on it.
Yeah, for the culture.
Everybody was.
Yeah. I would show you the flyer, but we can't.
Yeah, we can't show the flyer. It activates something in YouTube. It activates.
That is so weird. That is so weird. Perry said, I'm beginning to think that fame and fortune is the gateway to hell. And it can be. I feel like anything that we're into can be the gateway to hell. It's you know what I mean? Like if you really think about it, we in hell right now. Did y'all ever see The Good Place?
Yeah, I saw The Good Place.
The Good Place series.
Yeah, I watched it on the plane. I remember watching that. I was like, "Oh shit, it's a good show. This is a good show." Ted Danson and
Yes.
yeah.
And so it's been out long enough that if you don't know the end, I don't know what to tell you. But The Good Place, the premise of it is these people think they're in heaven, even though all this real weird stuff is going on. Like the woman hates clowns and her whole house is made of clowns. Like they put people with really weird mates. You get mates in heaven.
Yeah. So let me just show you. This is who Shawnee's husband is now. This is I don't know if you saw this. This is
really on Shawnee's husband.
No, I'm on her neck. And I'm on his neck too, Pastor.
You on the
I'm on everybody. Whatever. I'm so tired of trying to be.
I want to get to the braid dude.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to the.
No, go ahead. Play Shawnee and Pastor. I've seen them together. I've seen an interview that they did together, and they seem like they're an amazing couple.
I know. This is the pastor being interrupted. Now, I understood. I liked him. Like when I saw him do this, I really appreciated the fact that he shut somebody up during his sermon because he was trying. This is
this is how that got. This is how this is part of our.
I live my Hey. Stop her. Hush. Silence in the name of Jesus. I lift my hands into the only voice I want heard is his.
Oh.
That's Shawnee's. That's Shawnee's new husband.
Oh. Yeah, but I thought new husband? I thought they've been married for a while.
Yeah, but that's the new husband compared to being married to SHAQ since 1815. So put that down. So Envy, somebody tells you like I'm just saying. What are your feelings about what you just?
This is a few things, Mike. This is a few things. I am not a fan of religious flavored culture anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I lived in that. I'm not going to get into details because I'm not going to speak ill of the dead. But I saw the show. I saw the show of church. I experienced the show of church.
Ooh.
And I've also seen authentic church. I've seen, this one of the reasons why I align with New Thought, Ancient Wisdom, like Agape International Spiritual Center. You can go do your own research. But I know that that's a show, and she was interrupting his play.
Exactly. This is what I said. This was me doing a 45-minute set, and I'm coming down the home stretch.
Yep.
And I have set this whole thing up, and you got the nerve to make some noise in the audience, and I'm trying to ignore you because it's showtime, people, and the money has to be made after this. When we start passing, when the baskets start coming after this, I need y'all to understand I killed it.
Yep.
I killed it. So this girl has to be shushed. Now, to his credit, when he was on the Tamara Hall show, he was like, I know the difference between disturbance and worship. I get it. There are people in the congregation who want to be part of the show. They want to be part of the show. And most of us are scared to say anything and call them out because we're like, are you really feeling something?
He said hush in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, in the name of Jesus.
He said hush
in
the name of Jesus. The only voice I want to hear is his.
Yep.
It's a show. Why do you have to snap? What was that?
Because that's what he did. He snapped. If you watch the video, he snapped first.
Was she quiet?
No, she was a
She was feeling the Holy Ghost, so we thought. She was in the moment. The Lord, they were speaking to her. She was in the moment. He hush.
Yeah, I'm going.
But apparently, she's been an ongoing
because I don't
problem.
Like, that's not. I don't come from that faith. I've experienced it. I've experienced people, catching the ghost. I've experienced all those things. That's an energy transference, if you want to look at it in a sciencey way.
I just want to say, Shawnee, do you think he might have groupies backstage?
What does that have to do with anything?
Because SHAQ is getting killed for what he did during our marriage. You are in the same marriage again.
Yeah, but Mike,
I don't care what y'all say. The pastor is the star of the show, just like SHAQ was the star of the show. He's the star of the show, and them groupies is right backstage again. You in the same situation.
Maybe the groupie was on the stage having a disturbance, calling it the Holy Ghost, but she was trying to get everybody to see her.
Who knows?
Well, he said that on Tamron Hall. He said he knows the difference between faking and really worshiping,
religion.
Something like that. Yeah.
All right, Parapeace, that religion is a program. Listen, y'all, YouTube might get mad at us for this. Who knows what might happen? Religion is programming of the mind. Is it how you give sight to the blind? In other words, this is how they control your mind. All right, go ahead. All right, hey, round of applause. Hey, shout out.
All right, Dolphin.
Shout out, Parapeace.
Big dog. He definitely getting groupie love.
Yo, I don't. It's like, if I don't know why that's bothering you of all the things.
No, it's bothering me because all these celebrities. It's bothering me because all these celebrities act like it's always about the kids. I love the kids. I love the kids. No, you don't fucking love the kids. You love your celebrity and you love the check that you're getting for exposing this stuff. Because the one thing I won't do is, no matter how much money you're offering me, I'm not going to put the mother of my children on blast simply because I want to cop a check. Because that's all it is. That's all you're doing. This ain't about your truth. This is about your truth for a check. That's what this is about. And it just it makes me so.
So if she were going to not get a check and speak her truth, it'd be okay.
No, go to a therapist and talk to your kids and work your
Mike,
family.
you cannot, as a comedian whose therapist is a stage, you cannot. You cannot be on this mountain climbing this high about what you would and would not say in public.
No, I can tell you because I have evidence. I have the truth, because my truth is I tell what I did. I tell what I did.
I got you.
I don't go running and saying, "Oh, I don't think I was in love with this person because of this." No.
That's her truth. I don't think I was in love with this person.
But my thing is, you knew that you're exposing this dude now when he's already said he was the worst ever. He's already said
it's
already
information. It's not new information then.
So this man apologized to the public and his kids and said, "I was the worst. I'm sorry."
Now
and what you do is you want to now sit up there and write a book and capitalize as you're with a pastor that's in the same spotlight doing the same shit that the man you're complaining about.
Now what, Envy?
Well, the now what is okay. So you want to do spiritual? We can do spiritual. We'll do spiritual literacy until we heal the part of ourselves that needs whatever this is. We're going to continue to repeat it. So I don't know their relationship, and that's why I've been trying to stay out of it, because I don't know what their relationship is. But based on what you are describing, you're basically saying, well, she's doing the same thing, and that very well might be true. And the reality is, whatever this classroom is, there's so much, Mike. Whatever it is that she's in these relationships to heal, she's going to continue to be in these relationships until she heals it. If that's what she's doing.
Yeah.
But you're not in her life, so you don't know what she's doing.
So tell her, shut your ass up then, girl.
She don't have to shut her ass up.
Well, then just be real with it and be like, listen, it's a check involved in this. And
the kids do hurt though, Envy. The kids do. They got like 4 or 5 kids.
How old are their kids?
No, 27, 24, 21. Like they on social media. They're adults.
Okay, so they're adults.
18 and up.
They're adults. The kids are going to be okay.
Saying she wasn't in love is talking about her. No, you're talking about the relationship that you were in with their dad. So they're sitting there going, for all these years that we were involved, that we were sitting there growing up. Now, all of a sudden, you want to come out and be like, I don't even know.
So let me as someone who is who has experienced relationships dissolve. So the best thing for you, the way you're experiencing this, is for the woman in the relationship to just endure.
No, you're not gonna do that. No,
you're not.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
No, horrible circumstance and then never speak of it. Even though everybody knows it was horrible.
Here it goes.
He done said it was horrible, but she not allowed to agree.
Here it goes. Here it goes. When the women decide, oh, you want me to endure. No, he said he was wrong.
Okay.
He said this was my bad.
And she agreed with him.
And she goes, now she wants to write a book to capitalize on something.
Take the money out of it. Take the money out of it.
I can't, because you don't need the money. And don't tell me writing a book is speaking your truth is going to make you feel better. The only reason it makes you feel better is because a check is going to be deposited. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. Hold on. That's the only reason Tom Brady will do a roast and allow comedians to literally joke about his wife banging out the trainer. That's the only $25 million were deposited for your kids to be there and go, oh, so mom, the woman who was in the kitchen with me, was getting bent over by the trainer, by the jiu-jitsu, and Kevin Hart, the biggest star. Listen, whores are whores, men whores, female whores, it don't matter. But y'all not gonna tell me y'all care about these kids, and y'all gonna sit up here and do this, and then try and be like, and I want you to feel bad for me. No, I don't feel bad for none of y'all.
Who's feeling bad for somebody at a roast, Mike? I feel like you're not mad about what you think you're mad about.
No.
I feel like this is about something else.
I'm feeling bad for the kids who are sitting there and going like, I can't believe my parents are on here in front of 7,000 people live and 10 million people watching, and they're literally going to talk about stuff that we are trying to get over, that our parents went through, and you guys took a check to do this. I'm not taking a check.
Would it be better if there was no check? That's what I'm trying to, like, why is the check bothering you? If you're going to do, in my mind, and I am not a capitalist by any stretch, in my mind, if you're going to do something trifling and something that for the most part doesn't harm people. Like, for example, this country is funding a war, a genocide across, like taking our tax dollars, our checks, and putting that money in Israel as they perform an actual genocide in real time for a check, right? That's a check. We're not upset about that check.
No, there are a lot of people upset about it.
There are lots of people.
There are a lot of people
about
upset about
that check, but
it.
but the up in arms over, these celebrity types who are doing things that are relatively harmless. Sure, I get it. The kids, as they get older, they're gonna be like, that is effed up. But that's for their therapist.
Wait. Did you just say sure? Did you just really did you really downgrade it?
I didn't downgrade it.
Really just no.
I'm just not sharing. I'm just not sharing your outrage.
Just talk to your. I'm sharing the outrage because there are people who get hit with this that don't deserve it, and you don't even need. It would be one thing if you needed the money.
Are they gonna die?
Who knows, Envy? You should know better than anybody. Who knows what depression goes into when you gotta literally live your life when you're sitting there going like, all I want y'all to do is shut up, but y'all can't. Y'all gotta keep talking about this, and I'm the one who has to deal with it because y'all over it. Y'all separated. Y'all good. Y'all living your lives, but I'm the one who's got to sit here and deal with the fact that my mom is doing this, my dad is doing this, and y'all won't shut up. That is the problem. That's the outrage that I have with this, because the first thing that these same celebrities and regular people will say is the most important thing in my life is my kids. That's the first thing.
So what if they said that the most important thing isn't their kids? What if they say the most important thing is their career?
And I would actually applaud that truth, because actually that's what it really is. But everybody wants to hide behind the fact that, I love my kids. No, you don't.
I got
I'm glad.
What you're upset about is the lack of integrity.
I'm integrity. I won't even put integrity. It's falsehood. You're a bunch of liars. You're a bunch of liars that all you want. I say this, the biggest porn in America is celebrity. Everybody wants to be a celebrity. Even somebody who's a politician who says, I want to change the world. Yeah, but I want attention. Put them cameras on me when I give you this policy that's going to change the world, because I need everybody to know my name's behind this. Anybody who gets a cure for a disease. Yeah, I did this out the kindness of my heart, but please, can you put my name under this shit so everybody can know that I'm the one who did this? And the people on the sidelines get crushed for it. And everybody says, well, they'll get over it. Well, what? I didn't ask them to be my parents.
I don't want you to think that I'm saying they'll get over it. Like, I'm not being cavalier about it. But I also understand there's part of this. Part of celebrity is that you only see what they want you to see. You don't see the full picture. So you're only seeing what's on TV. You're only seeing the interview. And then you're putting your energy on what you're seeing. So you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You don't know if they had a conversation with their children. You don't know, what's going on in their finances. You don't know anything. Like, you don't know, you only know what you see and what they're buying on. How the sausage is made is the energy that you put toward them.
All right, so let me just show you. Okay, so Tom Brady is sitting at a roast, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to rush it because I gotta leave here like earlier than usual. But Tom Brady is sitting at a roast.
I thought the show was till 10.
No, it wasn't. It's till whenever we end it, because that's how we get that. So Tom Brady is sitting at the roast. Shaq's been doing interviews talking about how dirty he did Shawnee, and because she put it in a book, she's the wrong one.
Thank you, Lady Q.
Absolutely. How about that? Absolutely.
Don Page, come on.
Absolutely, Lady Q. Absolutely, because it's just, but fine. Tom Brady drew the line at this roast, not when they were talking about his wife, his ex-wife getting knocked off. Not when they were talking about what he was doing wrong. He drew the line when they made a joke about his owner, his former owner, Robert Kraft. Let me see if I
He's the football owner of the New England Patriots.
He's old, isn't he?
Yeah, he's old. So this is where Tom Brady said, no, you're not gonna talk about my owner. No, you're not. You are not. This
You
is when
said
this
all
when
the words.
this when he
That's
got
called,
a
that's
this when he
called
got
slave.
Son Tom became a Patriot, moved up to New England, and on the first day of training camp, that scrawny rookie famously walked into the owner Robert Kraft's office and said, "I'm the best decision your organization has ever made."
Yeah.
Would you like a massage?
Here you go. Here you go.
I love Robert Kraft. I love that shit again. Okay. He's having fun. Look at him.
So he said, don't say that shit again. Everything else about the family, all good. Open season.
You need to have a conversation about ownership and football, and everybody calls football the plantation anyway, and he want nothing but an overseer. You need to have those conversations, Mike, because
No, I get what you're saying, but my thing is, stop telling me how much you care about your family because you cared about that owner
this
more.
is really what's bothered. Like, you're
Mike is
bothered.
stuck on it. Yeah,
Because I could easily use my platform to just expose shit that people have done to me, women that have been in relationships with me, and I won't, because I think it's unfair. It's unfair to put this shit out when you know you have people that you've created who have to catch the repercussions for this. But when the owner gets mentioned, Tom Brady wanted to Will Smith him. And literally got up it's a live program and said, don't say that shit again.
That's a concert. I don't like, I've never seen
that was a concert
like that. Why was it so large?
Because they paid him $25 million and they had his names in the universe, in celebrity, that can get on there, and Kevin Hart hosted it and all that. That's my only.
Kevin Hart hosted it. Like,
did he? Yes.
I'm not the biggest football person, so y'all forgive me. I don't see what the hype of Tom Brady is. I don't care.
He's the greatest quarterback of all time. So it's a big deal in the sports world.
Do you know what I mean? Says y'all. I don't care.
Says all his championships. And
I don't care.
Well, when they pay, well, everybody has their, like, I respect that, but everybody understands that when Netflix pays you $25 million just so people can make fun of you, the culture, the celebrity culture thinks he's a big deal. Whether you think or I think is a big deal, the celebrity culture thinks he's a huge deal when they can pay him $25 million just to sit there. But my thing is, when you get up and you defend your coach, your owner, but when they're going ham.
Was he with his owner longer than he was with his wife?
I have no idea.
And the fact that you keep calling him his owner.
That's what he is. And he's a white
Plantation Diaries, white folk are not immune.
Yeah, exactly. And he's a white dude, so I even get a bigger kick out of it. He was your owner. Like this is what it was. All right, how much time do we have?
You had the braid hair thing.
7 minutes.
And then someone sent me a picture of a teacher, female, getting her hair braided. So I don't know if there was a difference. I know you played the guy, but if you wanted the female, you got that option.
Did you see the guy Envy?
I did.
Okay, you did. All right. There's one more thing I wanted to show you, because I was sitting here.
So why are you mad about? I mean, I think
Mike's
I got
mad
it.
about a lot.
I feel like I understand why you're mad. You're saying that there's a separation between church and state as far as the teacher and the students are concerned, and too many teachers are allowing that separation line blur. And right. I remember you said something about the students might have a crush on the teacher, and it's the teacher's job to keep that from being a thing. Or is that how I heard you?
Yeah, I thought it was. I think that whole line is so blurred now, especially because I've seen it, and I had to speak up for a student, and I had to talk to a principal who the principal was literally trying to be a part of the student body, and I couldn't detect if he was the principal or if he was one of the kids. This is a true story.
Okay.
And I literally had to approach this person and say, hey, there's a problem with two students that try to put their hands on two females. And this dude, I felt like all of a sudden I was a junior in high school. You're the principal. Like, you don't get, whether you think it's cool, you don't get to be a part of, you're supposed to be the person that's setting the stage for this is how we're going to do things. This dude's doing TikTok videos with the kids, which is fine. The problem is I can't identify you from the crowd. I had to be pointed out to that's the principal. Him right there, the one in the middle of that. So when I see this, the teacher, who I'm not saying he had any
malicious intent. He was not doing a Drake for the babies.
I'm trying not to.
Clearing some people. Start off with this gentleman right here.
But I am going to have a problem right here.
Symbiosis deals with the relationships
I can't.
between organisms. The type of person to believe that building authentic relationships with students is paramount in being an effective teacher. I make sure my students know and can feel that we were doing STEM fair presentations. Since it was Friday and all of my students.
You got 92 kids in his hair. Like, that is, if it were one girl, I don't know. Mike, I understand your outrage, but
it looks weird, right? Does it look weird, Envy?
No, it didn't bother me.
No, it does. It does.
Oh, it bothers me?
It bothers me.
Does the female bother you?
It's weird.
The word female does bother me, but I'm trying to extend grace.
No, I'm just saying, like, if a female teacher's allowing the same students, not the same, but some students to take
No,
her
that
braids
doesn't
out.
bother me, because doing hair is a part of our culture, and little girls are fascinated with hair. I remember Aubrey was fascinated with hair. She wanted to. I didn't allow her in my hair, but that's different because I need to go out in the world. I need to be seen. Like, you're not gonna mess my hair up. But like, it's. Okay, so I want to give you an example really, really, really quick. Have you ever heard of Ron Clark Academy?
No, go ahead.
It's in Georgia. I think it's in Atlanta. I'm pretty sure it's in Atlanta. And it's a private school. You have to Google Ron Clark Academy. Right. And if you've seen the school where, okay, Don, we see that it's inappropriate. This whole school is populated by, I think it goes up to 8th grade. And these kids are at the top of their academic game. Like, the school is rigorous, like with capital, all caps, rigorous school, all Black kids. It's a private school. It's like, it's a private independent school, and it's one of the best schools in the nation. It's like the graduation rate is nuts. These kids go on to, after 8th grade, go on to these like fabulous private schools, if that's what you're into. Ron Clark is a white dude. All of these kids, all of them are like professional dancers in my mind. Like, they all do if you've seen any videos of a whole bunch of little Black kids dancing, and they're dancing on desks, and they're like, this is Ron Clark Academy. You have to Google it. It's fabulous. Saying all that to say, Ron Clark is in all the YouTube videos. Ron Clark is in all the TikToks. Ron Clark is like, the school. First of all, it is out of this world. They have a freaking slide. Like, it's not something that we have. And I want to say, in the beginning, everybody was saying was Ron Clark, that's inappropriate. These kids they're dancing, and they're not doing what students are supposed to be doing. Meanwhile, yep, Ron Clark Academy. Meanwhile, these kids are in touch and in tune with themselves. Like, school is not drudgery. They're having a great time, and they're getting their grades. Okay. So, and Ron Clark's philosophy stems from how he got his start was he was a teacher, and you've seen there's a documentary or a movie about his life where he got his start, where the kids were like, I'm not, and it was a stereotypical inner city school. I'm using rabbit ears, where the kids were uninterested. But Ron Clark inserted himself in these kids' lives, and he got their attention. He garnered their trust. He learned how to do double dutch so that he could play with the kids. Like, there are things that you do with as a teacher. I'm not a teacher, so I don't know, to connect with your students. And if this is one of the ways that he was learning to connect with his students, he wasn't going to do double dutch. I prefer that. He found hair. This is a way that he's connecting with his students. Ron Clark has turned that into a whole different, like, he created a school. He had a vision. I don't know what this dude's vision is, but I feel like we have to see the bigger picture, and everything that goes on between a teacher and a student is not about sex. It's not something. It is not. It doesn't have to be nebulous. And again, I know as somebody who experienced sexual abuse as a child, but I understand that everything is not about, you know, me. Everybody's not trying to take advantage of me. That's something that I had to learn and grow through. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
No, it makes sense. And shout to Mr. Clark. Shout to Mr. Clark, and shout to teachers trying to do different things to try and engage with their students. Totally understand that. Unfortunately, we got to bring this up. We got to take this up tomorrow because I don't want to bring opinions. I really think this is interesting because I think that aspect that you're bringing up is dope. And I appreciate teachers for trying to change and trying to think of new ways to engage. We have classrooms that have stayed the same way for 80 years and it's not working. So people are trying to do different things. That gentleman, I'll give more opinions on what he did. If you're going to do that, please acknowledge that you're going to have to tell the parents that this is something that you're going to engage in. That if my daughter is going to undo your hair in class, I need to know before this happens, before you take it upon yourself to be like, hey, my little harem is going to come here. And
my little harem. You see even how you talk about it. You see it?
No. And I know
that energy.
No, I added that energy because there are too many circumstances in America where that's what these teachers are doing. Not saying that's what he's doing. I'm just saying you better make sure you allow parents to know who are involved in their kids' lives that their daughter is taking part in undoing your hair. And why the hell am you undoing? Why aren't you paying somebody?
For me, I'm just like, I don't know if his hair has been washed. Like, that's the part for me. Like, for me, it's just, it like, I don't know the level of his hygiene. You know what I mean? Like his cleanliness. That's the part for me. I'm not concerned about the hair doing it so much as how has your hair been washed? Do you have lice?
And understand how when you are in that situation, they are girls who look up to you who may take their feelings for you differently than what you're putting out there. So you might want to have a conversation.
The man probably has dandruff. Whatever feelings were there are no longer. As soon as they get a look at that scalp, they're like, you know what?
Unfortunately, I promised everybody at the gig that I was going to be there early. I just sent a text message out. I'm running late. Envy, please get on here tomorrow so we can continue this. I'm sorry, y'all, that we're cutting it short. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Don Page. Shout out to Rad and Rick. Shout out to Stacey Mitchell. Shout out to Nikki White Chocolate. Shout out to everybody for rocking out with us tomorrow. If you missed what happened early in the show, go back on YouTube. We didn't play anything that should have us muted in any country. All we did was talk. So if y'all find an excuse to mute us today, it's because you didn't like the content of the conversation in the first 10 minutes of the show. I don't know what else to say with y'all, with YouTube and Facebook and all the bullshit that's going on right now. So with that being said, love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. You will get muted if you actually put a USHER flyer up on this bitch. You fight for everything in life, fight for your happiness, and never let anyone take it from you. From Michael Shawn, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung, and Envy McKee, we are gone in.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.